When you date someone, it's like you're taking one long course in who that person is. And then when you break up, all that stuff becomes useless. It's the emotional equivalent of an English degree.
How I Met Your Mother is the popular US sitcom created by Craig Thomas and Carter Bays, which ran on CBS from 2005 to 2014. It starts in the year 2030 with Ted Mosby, played by Josh Radnor, recounting his life as a younger man living with his friends in Manhattan, New York. Each episode is a flashback that leads audiences through the long and complicated story of how Ted met Tracy, with various girlfriends in between. Ted lives with his college roommate Marshall Eriksen, played by Jason Segel, and his girlfriend Lily Aldrin, played by Alyson Hannigan, above an Irish bar named McLaren's. Here he meets his other best friend and serial womanizer Barney Stinson, played by Neil Patrick Harris, and his on and off again love interest Robin Scherbatsky, played by Cobie Smulders. How I Met Your Mother ran for a total of 9 seasons and 208 episodes and was nominated for 30 Emmy Awards throughout its time on screen. Here are 35 How I Met Your Mother facts that you haven't read before, including why there are so many guest stars from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which 3 cast members have their other halves make cameo appearances in the show, and which episode is the most viewed How I Met Your Mother episode ever. Most episodes of How I Met Your Mother begin with the same storytelling scene. Ted Mosby's son and daughter are sitting listening to their dad reminisce about his youth on the couch. However, what you may not know is that the older version of Ted is played, or narrated, by Bob Saget, not the actor who plays Ted Mosby on screen, Josh Radnor. Bob Saget is a renowned American comedian and television host who played Danny Tanner on the sitcom Full House from 1987 to 1995, and he is also known for America's Funniest Home Videos. His role in How I Met Your Mother is uncredited. Pamela Fryman, the main How I Met Your Mother director, is responsible for inviting Bob Saget to be the voiceover narrator, explaining to him that the show would be like the Wonder Years, but kind of into the future. Saget either went into the television studio and recorded his narration while watching the episode, or did so separately and re-recorded if necessary. He normally didn't attend table readings, but he did for the last ever episode. Ted Mosby's future children Luke and Penny are played by David Henry, who you might know from Wizards of Waverly Place in 2007, and Lindsay Fonseca. Lindsay Fonseca is only 4 years older than Cobie Smulders, who plays her father's love interest Robin.
I'm dropping my Fiero back over break. I know we see enough of each other as it is, but if you want to ride, I could use the gas money. You live in Ohio, right? I could swing through and pick you up.
All right, first of all, my parents live in Ohio. I live in the moment.
The premise of How I Met Your Mother is loosely inspired by Carter Bays and Craig Thomas's friendship when they both lived in New York City. They both had an idea to write a sitcom about their friends and the stupid stuff they got up to in New York. They had previously worked as writers on The Late Show with David Letterman, and the pair drew from their friendship when creating the main characters. Ted Mosby is loosely based on Carter Bays, while Marshall and Lily are loosely based on Craig Thomas and his wife Rebecca. Ted is from Ohio, just like Josh Radnor and Carter Bays. Bays and Ted Mosby also share the same town, Shaker Heights.
Oh my God!
What?
Do you know about this?
No.
Only the greatest thing ever! Wait, that's not enough buildup. If they were to cure cancer tomorrow, this would still be the greatest thing to happen all week. Okay, now you're ready for Naked Marshall.
Rebecca Thomas, the wife of How I Met Your Mother co-creator Craig Thomas, was initially unsure about having one of the characters based upon her, but agreed if they could get Alyson Hannigan, from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, to play her. At the time, Hannigan was looking to do some more comedy work and was available to do so the character Lily was cemented. Both Josh Radnor and Jason Segel were relatively unknown before their roles on How I Met Your Mother, with Segel being known for Freaks and Geeks and Undeclared, both written by Judd Apatow. When the creators of How I Met Your Mother envisioned the type of character Barney Stinson would be, they originally were looking for a John Belushi type character. The show casting director Megan Brandman invited Neil Patrick Harris in for an audition, and he won the role.
This is nice. What is this?
Canadian whiskey.
I want Scotch! American Scotch from Scotland!
In 2013, in an interview with Entertainment Weekly, the creators of How I Met Your Mother said that they originally had a pretty famous actor lined up for the role of Robin. It was later revealed in 2014 that the actor was Jennifer Love Hewitt. They ended up casting the then unknown Cobie Smulders after Love Hewitt turned it down to appear on Ghost Whisperer. The pair explained to Entertainment Weekly how thankful they were that Smulders was in the role, saying that when Ted's seeing her for the first time, America is seeing her for the first time. The intrigue of that propelled the show going forward and kept the show alive. Scott Foley, famous for playing Elliot Reed's partner Sean Kelly in Scrubs, turned down the role of Ted Mosby.
The vacant eyes, the pale, queasy expression suggesting nausea. What do these mean?
You guys just had sex? Oh! Wasn't me.
Despite there being many parallels with How I Met Your Mother and Friends, the How I Met Your Mother creators did not want Ted and Robin to be a will they won't they relationship like Ross and Rachel, so they established at the end of the pilot episode that Robin was Aunt Robin and not the mother.
By the end, it was mostly about sex, which was not that good. But I was the problem. I just lie there. Ted is very good. I'm sure he will get you where you need to go.
Some of the lead actors' characteristics were introduced into their roles on How I Met Your Mother, including Neil Patrick Harris's penchant for magic, Josh Radnor's intellect, and Jason Segel's hobby for writing songs. The How I Met Your Mother bar, McLaren's Pub, set in the middle of New York, is based on the favourite bars of Craig Thomas, Carter Bays, and some of the other Late Show writers. These included McGee's, a Midtown pub near the Ed Sullivan Theatre where The Late Show was filmed; McHale's, a famous bar in Hell's Kitchen that closed in 2006; Chumley's, a historic Greenwich Village pub that has now closed; and Fez, another closed establishment, but it was on the Upper West Side. McLaren's is named after Carter Bay's assistant, Carl McLaren. Incidentally, the bartender in McLaren's on How I Met Your Mother is also named Carl.
Hey Marshall, what do you have?
What do I have? I don't know. Maybe a beer and that nude painting of me hanging behind the bar?
Well, I'm sorry, that painting's property of the bar.
I know that Barney gave you that painting.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Whatever he's paying you, I'll pay you double.
I doubt it.
Whatever he's paying you, I'll give you that plus $10.
I doubt it.
All right, you know what, Carl? You just lost yourself a regular customer.
I doubt it.
Each How I Met Your Mother episode was shot over 3 days in Los Angeles on Soundstage Studio 22. It featured over 50 scenes with quick transitions and flashbacks. A laugh track was then added later as Craig Thomas claimed that filming in front of a live audience would have been impossible because of the structure of the show and the numerous flash-forwards in each episode. He claimed in an interview that doing so would blur the line between audience and hostage situation. In later seasons, the production team did film in front of a studio audience on occasion when smaller sets were used. The laugh tracks would be produced by playing the recorded episode in front of an audience, and the laughs would be dubbed over later. Episodes from Season 1 usually started with the opening credits, however a cold opening has been used since Season 2. Audiences can occasionally see Ted Mosby's children sitting on the couch hearing him talk, however shots of New York City or scenes from previous episodes are shown more regularly, with Bob Saget's voiceover used on top. The How I Met Your Mother theme song is Hey Beautiful by The Solids. The Solids' first performance was actually at Wesleyan University, which is the alma mater of both Bays and Thomas, as well as the characters Ted, Marshall, and Lily. The How I Met Your Mother co-creator Craig Thomas has said that Ted Mosby is an unreliable narrator, since he is trying to tell a story that happened to him over 20 years ago. This has been a plot point actually shown in episodes including The Goat, Oh Honey, How I Met Everyone Else, and The Mermaid Theory. Thomas has also emphasised that maintaining a consistent and coherent universe in which the show is set is physically impossible, and continuity errors are in all other shows.
Bro, you're broached gently to the bar. Hit on sluts, then do 10 shots and...
One of the scenes relating to the identity of the mother, Tracy McConnell, involving Ted's children, was actually filmed in 2006 for the show's finale in 2012. This was done to ensure that the teenage actors who were playing Ted Mosby's children would not look out of place and be more adult by the time the final season was shot 6 years later.
I have to love this woman as much as I can, for as long as I can, and I can never stop loving her, not even for a second.
In 2008, Lifetime Television purchased the rerun rights to How I Met Your Mother at $725,000 per episode. A 4-year syndication contract stipulated that the studio deliver at least 110 half-hour episodes by 2010 and allowed up to 8 seasons. At the end of the 4th season, only 88 episodes had been created and a further 22 were required, ensuring that there would be a 5th season.
Does she really say but that much?
That night, we found out just how much she said it.
The actor Alyson Hannigan, who plays Lily Aldrin, was actually pregnant during production. The creators ended up having to write episodes that did not include Lily to work around her maternity leave. Cobie Smulders was also pregnant at the same time on set.
No way, that's really slippery.
A tradition in the How I Met Your Mother writers' room was to include various actors from Buffy the Vampire Slayer in guest roles, due to Alyson Hannigan being one of the main cast members from the show in the 90s and early noughties. These included Alexis Denisof as Sandy Rivers, Danny Strong working with Marshall, and Tom Lenk as a barista.
Oh yeah, you just know she likes it dirty. Go say hi.
Well, I can't just go say hi. I need a plan.
By the end of How I Met Your Mother, the actors were in intense negotiations with the studio, as they did not want the show to run longer than 8 seasons. Jason Segel especially wanted to pursue other ventures after the 8th season. During these negotiations, Bays and Thomas originally approached the 8th season as if it was the show's last one, but had an idea to continue it further if it was renewed. After the producers settled on a 9th season, they secretly implemented the mother, and the role went to Cristin Milioti. She first appeared in the season 8 finale, Something New. Carter Bays told Entertainment Weekly that season 9 would feature the most non-linear episodes we've ever done.
No, Ted, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It would be the 4th worst thing. Number 1, supervolcano. Number 2, an asteroid hits the Earth. Number 3, all footage of Evel Knievel is lost. Number 4, Ted calls Karen. Number 5, Lily gets eaten by a shark.
I'm Lily, and I approve the order of that list.
Taran Killam and Cobie Smulders are married after 7 years of dating and have 2 daughters together. Killam himself is an actor who has appeared in shows including Scrubs, Drake and Josh, and Saturday Night Live. He starred in How I Met Your Mother 6 times as Gary Blauman, firstly in Life Among the Gorillas in 2006, and lastly in 2014 in The End of the Aisle.
I'm delightful.
To us, sure. In very small, infrequent doses. But come on, you're not exactly the kind of friend parents want their kid to have.
Oh, really? Then I guess those shoes aren't the thing you're most wrong about today.
Actor David Burtka appeared on How I Met Your Mother in 7 episodes as Scooter, the former high school boyfriend of main character Lily Aldrin. 6 months after his first appearance on the show, allegations arose that the actor had received the role because of a romantic relationship with one of the show's stars, Neil Patrick Harris. The speculation eventually led Harris to acknowledge publicly his sexuality in a cover story in People magazine. He and Burtka later moved in together and married in 2014. Pamela Fryman, the longtime director of How I Met Your Mother, officiated the ceremony, and Elton John played at their reception.
I win!
Alexis Denisof is well known for playing the role of Wesley Wyndham-Pryce in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel, where he met Alyson Hannigan. The pair married in October 2003 and have 2 daughters together, born during the filming of How I Met Your Mother in 2009 and 2005. Denisof played the creepy on-screen journalist and professional rival of Robin Scherbatsky, Sandy Rivers.
I guess that Gouda just walked itself right through the door and arranged itself in a perfect semicircle around not 3, but 5 different kinds of sturdy cheese-bearing crackers.
You're a sturdy cheese-bearing cracker.
There have been 2 proposed spin-offs for How I Met Your Mother, including How I Met Your Dad and How I Met Your Father. The first one, How I Met Your Dad, was announced in 2013 and would be a female-centered variation of the show. It was said to have featured a new bar and not tie into the original series. The primary cast was revealed in 2014 and included Greta Gerwig, Drew Tarver, Nicholas D'Agosto, Andrew Santino, and Krista Rodriguez. Meg Ryan was also announced as the voiceover for Sally, the main character. CBS passed on the pilot in May 2014, and it was ultimately pronounced dead in July.
You may not realize this, Marshall Eriksen, but you've got a huge package.
How I Met Your Father, however, was reported in December 2016, with Bays and Thomas as executive producers. This did not materialise until 2021, when Hulu ordered the series to be made with Hilary Duff, playing Sophie as the lead. After the final episode of How I Met Your Mother aired, Josh Radnor, who played Ted Mosby, kept the blue French horn from the pilot episode. Neil Patrick Harris kept the playbook and the booth from McLaren's Pub, and 3 yellow umbrellas now belong to Pamela Fryman, as well as Carter Bays and Craig Thomas. The clock in Ted and Marshall's apartment is always set to the time 4:20, except in Season 7, Episode 2, where it is set to 2:10. The most viewed episode of How I Met Your Mother is from Season 1, The Pineapple Incident.
Damn it, Ted! You get those ornaments all year. I just need them for Christmas. Oh, hey, Patrice. Did you have any trouble finding Rudolph?
No, it was right on Ted's fire escape like you said.
One avid viewer of How I Met Your Mother has counted and uploaded to IMDb that Ted Mosby has previously dated at least 29 women that are not the mother. Season 5 is the only season where Ted Mosby did not have a girlfriend that lasted more than one episode. There are a total of 18 times in which Barney does not wear a suit during an episode of How I Met Your Mother. Barney also wore the ducky tie for a total of 11 episodes. Due to Jason Segel's real-life vice smoking, he and his on-screen co-star Alyson Hannigan rarely kiss during the show, at Hannigan's request. Lily is the only character who has had an on-screen kiss with all 4 lead actors of How I Met Your Mother. She regularly fantasizes openly about relationships with other women, including Robin. This could show that Lily herself is bisexual, or it is a running joke linking back to Hannigan's famous lesbian role in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Willow Rosenberg. Most of the websites featured in How I Met Your Mother really existed. These included CanadianSexActs.org, StinsonBreastReduction.org, ExtremitieSQuarterly.com, BalloonExplorersClub.com. Lily and Marshall Sell Their Stuff.com was created for charity, and items from the show were auctioned off on the site.
I basically gave my best friend license to have sex with the girl of my dreams. I totally sabotaged myself. And now I'm smoking.
Get out.
Each character in How I Met Your Mother has their own musical number except Lily, played by Alyson Hannigan. This is because Alyson Hannigan dislikes singing and has refused to sing a solo since her appearance on Buffy the Vampire Slayer's infamous musical episode, Once More with Feeling. Ted, or Josh Radnor, has his own musical number named Superdate in 2010, in the episode Of Course. Neil Patrick Harris sings his own musical number Nothing Suits Me Like a Suit, also in 2010 in the episode Girls vs. Suits. Cobie Smulders performs as Robin several times, including Let's Go to the Mall in the 2006 episode Slap Bet. Marshall, or Jason Segel, has his own musical number called Marshall vs. the Machines. The song created for Robin's teen pop star career in Canada, Let's Go to the Mall, was included on the dance game Just Dance 3.
Robin, this show is so dirty, I don't know whether to hug you or run a shower for you so you can sit there alone crying and clenching your knees.
The How I Met Your Mother creators Carter Bays and Craig Thomas star in cameo roles during the episode in which Barney Stinson tries to pick up a woman by calling an ambulance at McLaren's pub. The pair can be seen playing the paramedics.
I wish I was a dude.
I do wish you were a dude.
According to IMDb, singers Britney Spears and Katy Perry guest starring as Honey are the most popular celebrity guest stars in the eyes of the audience. However, fashion designer Tim Gunn was the most welcomed guest star from the cast and crew. Nearly everybody wanted an autograph with him.
Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy?
I don't know.
Chris Romano, who plays Punchy, Ted's best friend from high school, is a co-executive producer on How I Met Your Mother.
Now the kid has got to get to work. And the kid is not to be disturbed. Repeat after me. I will not have sex with Marshall.
I will not have sex with Marshall.
Actor Alicia Silverstone was originally cast for the role of Stella Zinman, the woman who left Ted at the altar. Silverstone dropped out of the role after learning that Britney Spears would play her receptionist Abby. Her representatives withdrew her because they did not want her first appearance to be overshadowed by Spears. The role is later taken on by Sarah Chalke, who's best known for the role of Elliot Reed in Scrubs.
The lamb hair is supposed to be great.
Oh, I'm a vegan. I wish I could tune out that moral voice inside me that says eating animals is murder. But I guess I'm just not as strong as you are.
That's because you need protein.
Josh Radnor and Neil Patrick Harris have previously worked together in a stage production of John Robin Bates' play The Paris Letter in 2004, in which they played lovers, each walking onto the stage fully nude.
Barney, this says $4,000. I thought you said that it was 1/3 price.
Must be a $12,000 suit. Oh well, guess you'll have to come work at my company.
You set this up. You set this whole thing up.
I most certainly did.
Aside from Jason Segel, 3 other actors from Judd Apatow's Freaks and Geeks appeared in How I Met Your Mother. Martin Starr played Kevin in Season 1, Episode 8, The Duel. Busy Phillips played Rachel in Season 3, Episode 3, Third Wheel. Sam Levine played Phil in OK Awesome, Season 1, Episode 5. Before it went to Neil Patrick Harris, Sam Levine got far along in the auditions process for the role of Barney Stinson.
Funny thing about Willem Dafoe, his name kind of sounds like a frog talking to a parrot. Willem Dafoe! Willem Dafoe!
5 books relating to How I Met Your Mother have been published, including copies of Barney Stinson's beloved The Bro Code and The Playbook. There are 13 interventions across the series, including one about the use of the playbook.
Based on recent trends, I have also made a projection chart. And look, huge spike in interest coming. And this isn't just some dead cat bounce. This is big sustainable growth over the long term.
You're a big sustainable growth.
What, I just call her up on the phone and ask her out on a date?
Yes!
And that's something you guys would want?
Yes!
All right, I'll give her a call.